Welcome to the Michele Roy Show.
Happy New Year! Welcome to 2025. Wow, it's such an exciting time this time of the year where you can set intentions and goals and resolutions to start the new year. However, at the same time, when you're living with chronic pain, you know that this is not a very easy time to handle different things. So in this episode, I'm going to give you some tips and suggestions of things that I have done that has helped me to navigate the year and especially starting the new year in the right place. So let's come join in and let's have some fun. So, the new year. If you're anything like me, I love to have ambitious and big goals. It's a time for us to reflect and say, okay, guess what? I want to lose X amount of kilos, or I want to be able to speak X amount of languages by the end of this year. Very unrealistic, I know. But that's something that I would always love to do. So I love doing to-do lists, right? So I would be like, okay, get better at my piano and my guitar and practicing my Duolingo and also having my word time and time with God and meditation and all of these different things. And they're all good things. But at the same time, they become very rigid. And that's why most of the time, people, when they set up New Year's resolutions, they end up not sticking to it because it becomes overwhelming and so difficult, isn't it? How do you like to start your year? For me, one of the things when I first started in my journey with chronic pain, I found Kris Carr. I'm actually going to add her information in the description of this video. And she has been really instrumental for my whole healing. She has a results journal, which really helps to track how you're doing on these different areas. So she has what she calls the 5 pillars of wellness. So what you're eating, what you're drinking, how you're thinking, how you're resting and renewing as well. Those are different ways of taking good care of ourselves and every single pillar of our lives. But in the beginning of the year, for me, I think now, instead of just having this big, massive goal, which marathon can you do or which which book can you write or what can you do, that's usually big, huge, ambitious goals, which is okay. But if we can scale back a little bit, and if you have chronic pain or invisible illness, this is something that might help you as well. Something that you can do instead is set an intention to start the year, an intention to start this new year differently than you've done before. Every year, I like to set a word for the year. So last year was about flow. I wanted to flow through the year more instead of allowing my rigidity and my stubbornness to hold me. I wanted to be able to allow things to just flow more, like a water moving along. And that was the word for that year. And this year, I think my word for the year is going to be connection, because I want to connect with more people. I want to be able to bring my story to others and be able to connect with you. Taking some time to listen to me right now. Thank you very much for that, actually. But yes, setting intentions make it more easy because we can actually flow with it instead of being so rigid and then demanding of ourselves, oh, you didn't do this and you didn't do that. And you didn't go to the gym 7 times a week. And how bad are you? Which is very unrealistic. How about this year? Showing ourselves a little bit of extra kindness, extra love, and tenderness. Wouldn't that be nice? I'm sure we're like very kind to other people. We don't have that great expectations to them, but for ourselves, we have high standards and high expectations. And I don't want to diminish that. I think that is important. But when we're navigating chronic pain, especially, we need to make adjustments. So, this time of the new year, it's always a great time for reflection, but not just about what can I do more and more and more. What have I done? What are the steps that I have already accomplished? And how can I give myself love and grace and be able to take that in as well? Another thing that we do in the Inner Circle Wellness with Kris Carr, which I really, really like, is taking this moment to reflect on the year previous, the different things that we have accomplished, what went well, be able to journal about that, and then looking for the new year's. What are things that you're looking forward to? Enjoying? What are experience that you're looking to do? What are things that are going to help you feed you? Those are adjustments that you can make as well for this beginning of the new year. So today, as this is landing on the 1st of January 2025, I just wanted to give you a little shout out to say, guess what? You can do. You have permission to change not have to be stuck to, I need to do X, Y, and Z by whatever time it is. For me, I've always wanted to do too many things. So, yes, I have to be fit. I have to have good health habits. I have to sleep properly. I have to be able to speak another language. I need to be able to contact all my family and friends. My and the list just keeps going. And I had to start re-looking and revisiting all of these different parts of me and seeing what could I do. Because if I wasn't able to sustain that peak, which it's very difficult, then I would feel defeated. But I started offering myself grace. And instead of thinking, okay, I have to go to the gym 7 days a week, can I go to the gym 3 times a week? And when I say go to the gym, I don't mean I'm going to go to the gym and exercise. Right now, if I can go to the gym, just get there, change my clothes, I am doing fantastic. If I manage to get into the pool and do a few laps, well done me. And I have to show myself that love and grace because before I wouldn't expect myself anything less. Have you worked out for 2 hours? How come you haven't finished that exercise set, Michele? What about your weights? How much are you carrying? That's my past. Where I am right now and how I can tend to myself and take care of myself, that's the new goal. That's the new intention. It's to have love and compassion on myself, first of all. And second, to honor the feeling of the small accomplishments, tiny, tiny, tiny accomplishments. And that's what I can do. And that's great. At least I did it. So maybe this time of the year is a good time for you to reflect. How was your year? How was 2024? What are things that you enjoyed doing? What are experiences that you had? Where are highlights and how did you find joy the past year? And what didn't work very well for you last year? What are the things that you went through that were difficult? The people and relationships that were hard for you to deal with? And how can you learn from that or show yourself grace in that? And then also, what are you looking forward to this year? What's your intention for this year? My intention is to have joy. Joy, 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 and abundance. It's to look at the good things in life. And also to nurture where I am. So yeah, 3 times a week going to the gym. That's great for me. If I can do 10 minutes of walking or movement, that's amazing. And incrementally, I will be increasing that. But it's not about a hard goal. It's about fluidity. It's about allowing myself to have that space to do things that suit my body's need for right now. So if it is having 5 minutes of stretch or yoga in the morning to start my day so that I don't feel achy and all, then that be it. And I'll be fine with that. And I know how hard it is because a lot of times you don't feel fine with it. You feel you're supposed to do more and more and more and more and more. Guess what? Just that you're doing something, that is amazing. That is huge because I know how hard it is to get out of bed. I know how hard it is and the struggle that you have to go through just to get out to the gym, just to move, just to walk, just to put your coat on, just to feel something in your face if that's where your pain is at, or in your legs are burning. I get the feeling and I know it is a struggle. But I also know that you have strength inside of you, you have resilience inside of you that you never thought was possible, and that you can just give yourself a little bit more love and a little bit more grace, one step at a time. So, yeah, for me, the main thing I want to give you today, and just so you can start this year, is maybe set an intention for this year. What are you looking forward to? Or maybe set a word for this year. How do you want to cultivate happiness and joy? What makes you happy? Movement, dance, listening to music, creating art, whatever it is. Take some time just to pause and reflect on that so that this new year you can have more love and more grace for yourself. And you can enjoy it as well. And you don't have to be so rigid like I have been, and just allow yourself to reconnect, to take notice of what you've done and give yourself that love, the pat in the back that you need to. Well done. Well done, you. Well done, Michele, for showing up. Well done, Michele, for all that you've been putting up with. Well done for being here, for being present. And well done you for listening to me right now, for sharing the message, and for trying your best to keep going despite the difficulties and challenges you face. We're all going through different things, but we can all help each other. So if we can continue sharing our story, if we can continue making space to grow and allow ourselves to flow, to have that intuition, to allow ourselves to just have grace on ourselves, things will be much better for us. I believe it in the core of my being. This is something that I've been using and applying, and it really helps. And so as you sit down, maybe just take some time. If you like to write, great. Or if you just want to record it, I really love to journal, and it's a way for me to process my own thoughts and ideas. And starting the new year and processing that as well. What intention do I want to have? How can I schedule for myself moments of joys in the week? What are small little things that I can do each day? They don't have to be big, small. It's a walk outside, 10 minutes for walking, or maybe in the pool, or taking extra time to see a friend, creating movement. If you like dancing, I love dancing. That's for me how I reconnected with my joy. Listening to Latin music, whatever it is for you, find that. And let this year bring you more joy than you've had before. Thank you once again. God bless. And I'd love to have your thoughts on everything I'm talking about. If anything resonates with you, please do share with others. Connect, follow me, and let's continue helping this message get to all these people that need it, you included. I would love to hear from you. You can reach me actually on micheleroys.com, and you can connect with me there. Send me an email if you like, or DM me on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. I'm in little various places right now, so I'd love to hear from you. God bless. Have an amazing, amazing new year, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now. God bless.
This was the Michele Roy Show.